Welcome back, Wolfpack. Tired Verlis here because it's 1 in the morning over on the Pacific coast of the United States right now, and you guys over in Europe, you're finally getting some trailer privilege because look at this. Gamescom 2019 has begun. To kick things off, director of Pokemon Sword and Shield, Shigeru Mori, takes us on a tour through the previously unseen town in the Galar region. That's amazing. Gamescom is being led by Pokemon. That's some hype, guys, and we got some new gameplay to show it off, so I downloaded the Twitter video. Let's get into it. Let's see what is going down. So, hello everyone, I'm director of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, Shigeru Omori from Game Freak. Nice. We're putting everything into developing these games, so I'm sorry we weren't able to visit Gamescom this year. Yeah, like, Masuda, I don't even think Omori was at Worlds. Masuda made it to Worlds, he went straight back to Japan, and Game Freak can't even represent at Gamescom this year. They just have to throw out this video because it's like they care about Pokemon Sword and Shield, and they're making the highest quality, best Pokemon game yet? Wow, shocker, and they're still putting everything they've got to make this game the best Pokemon game. But let's keep going. But to all the Pokemon fans anticipating these two new titles, we got to show you some new scenes from a town in the Galar region. And finally, we get to like go into towns. We get to see what is going on. So this is one of the towns you'll visit in Galar. This looks like the opening town from like the building placement stuff. And there's the research lab. Remember like when we first got that trailer and we were trying to figure out like what goes where and what was the lab and what was what. But then as we got more, we start to break it down. So Magnolia, she's doing her thing. They got a railway station in this town. We've also introduced the flying taxi service. Yeah. In which Galarian Pokemon Corviknight carries people between towns. I'm wondering how that's going to work. That's not the only way to get around Galar. Like, what happens if you're just in the middle of a route? Are you stuck? Is Fly going to be a thing? Can you just call the taxi service whenever you want through, like, a key item? That'd be pretty sick. These stations are all over the region and transport both commuting for traveling and pleasure. Hey, bitches! GG, best Pokemon game. So you get to walk up into it. Pokemon centers in Galar look like this from the outside. They're different to those in other regions, but serious fans will recognize the design. I wanted, like, okay, you know what I really wanted more than anything? I wanted that when we first saw our Pokemon Center, that it actually had Galarian text on it. That way we could use it to start deciphering the alphabet. But no. However, there's something over there, and it's got an X symbol, and it looks like some kind of market. There's also a store for selling fresh produce and a clothesboard. No, there can't be a produce store, because there's the cooking, there's the ingredients thing. And then we got more language. Oh crap, that's going to be annoying to like try to figure out. People in Pokemon have worked together to build thriving industries. Yeah, I mean, look how lively, look how fun. Dude, okay. This is looking like a real RPG. People are like, oh, the graphics are the worst we've ever seen. No, this is, yeah, that's GameCube graphics. That's Nintendo 64 graphics. Those anti-Pokemon Sword and Shield people, they're shown to be more and more ill with every bit of news. But as we can see, there's actually like liveliness and things working around. Wow. Top of town, beautiful natural environments. They're waiting for you to discover them. That's cool. I can't wait. Dude, that's just a little bit right there. Yeah, wait. Like, can we go back just a little bit more? That's probably a little too much, but like, there's going to be so much to explore. Like, this is just a town. This is just the starting route. This isn't even everything in the wild area. This isn't even going to be like the forest or some of those other routes and stuff that we have going on. And this is like how the layout is. Instead of everything being all grid-like, you know, we actually have stuff going on. That's some pretty cool things. People in so they have thriving industries, and that's it. Pokemon Sword and Shield will launch on November 15th. GG, just like that. But we still got a little bit extra to talk about. This shop has all of my attention and all of my interest right now. And also, look at the language. These are 3 letters that repeat. So, some kind of something store, and then there's like a break inside of it. So that could maybe give us some hints as to what the name is going to be. I don't know if that really means anything, but that's still a thing. Also, it looks like a tomato inside of like some kind of other symbol. But, well, it actually said, also stores selling fresh produce. So the produce is going to be a part of a new feature inside of Pokemon Sword and Shield, and it's in the ingredients pouch. According to that big leak that we have, it's going to be some form of cooking, and it seems to be like an expansion on top of the Pokemon Ami, Poke Refresh, but it also seems to have like some kind of benefit that could be going on as well, that it can affect your Pokemon's stats, happiness, and stuff like that. But It also gets a bit more interesting because we actually see this inside the bag from the most recent news. So if we actually get a look inside the pack because the items were revealed at Pokemon Worlds, which brings us to this bad boy. So yeah, if you look next to the key on the top right, also we have a lot of money at this point in the game. Sweet. So at top right, to the left looks like a plate of curry. Those are going to be our ingredients. That's going to be cooking. I wonder if it's like, that's going to be so much fun, discovering recipes. Like, the biggest thing I've ever wanted in any Pokemon game is some kind of crafting system. Now, we have seen this before with, like, berry blending and stuff like that, but this seems to be a more extreme kind of level because, like, if we also go back and we look at some of the gameplay that we've already had, E3, you get a pack of potatoes. And also, I think they found something else. I don't remember exactly what it was. Like a mushroom that went into the ingredients. So this is where like all of your gameplay gets rewarded, and I always love that. So apparently you can buy ingredients at the marts. I guess different marts might have different things on different days or stuff like that. Maybe exclusive items you can only find in the wild area, other parts of the game. So that's how your dailies are going to come involved and stuff, and then interacting with other players. So you do this multiplayer live MMO feel, which again, like this game is just delivering that on everything that players have asked for. And it looks wonderful, and people are still hating on it. But aside from my endless rants about these idiots that are against the games, we can look at the stuff like this. So, talk to people, get a pack of potatoes, you find the random items on the ground. Do they respawn there every day? Are they random spawns? Do you have to keep an eye out for it? How much of the wild area is going to have this? What items can be found in the wild area? I love that stuff. I love that kind of grinding in any of my games, and then it turns into some kind of cooking system, and then that could also benefit your Pokemon. That sounds like everything we want. We get our open world Breath of the Wild area that people have asked for, and then we have more RPG style systems, we have more RPG feel through the world exploration, and then actual crafting. Camping is how you play with your Pokemon now. You'll get 2 toys, a feather toy and a Pokeball, which can raise friendship. You can make curry, which will raise stats and friendliness. So I guess maybe you can only make curry with it, but I guess curry is a very diverse dish to where you can just kind of throw anything inside of it, and then you get the ingredients through the market like we see right there. So yeah, actually, maybe not just like a food, but just like a straight up curry thing. So that relates to poffins, which were fun. That relates to berry blending, which was fun. And if it does more to benefit your Pokemon, like raising stats. If I can get a sack of potatoes and I can turn that into EV gaining at a very efficient rate that potentially rivals like actual EV training methods, that's cool. Or maybe if I just need to top off my Pokemon for competitive, that's amazing. All of this stuff sounds fun. I'm going out getting like max raid battles because I'm farming for hidden abilities and Gigantamax Pokemon. I see some wild mushrooms over there. I throw that into a stew. I get plus 40 on like my EVs or something. That'd be really cool. Or I could just go to a shop and I can spend money and then start doing some crafting that way. Yes, please, Game Freak. That sounds pretty awesome. And then another thing, we can go back over here because the Twitter video is kind of in a weird place. We have to put that back right there. They were talking about the travel with the Corviknight. So this was also something, like the gameplay was going on. I want to keep up with the gameplay, so I couldn't really give my full thoughts on that. But with this Corviknight thing, I hope you can actually call. Like, you just dial a taxi, and that'd be pretty cool. And that might be an interesting way of moving it around, because then that means, like, you don't have all of these Pokeride things accessible. And I don't know how HMs are going to work. I don't know how TMs are going to work. You know, if TMs, like, I kind of miss HMs already. You know, I think it was really cool having, like, calling them an HM slave is kind of terrible. But when you actually had that, you know, your Pokemon provided utility and it would work around your team building. That you kind of had to sacrifice a move slot to be able to move around the region to get through obstacles in a more efficient way. But it did get, like, very annoying in the post game where it's like, well, now I want to get TM 49 and it's in the back of a cave and I need 5 different HMs. So I need to bring, like, 3 HM slaves to get that done. So that was like really unfortunate, but throughout the adventure that was really cool. So when I'm looking at like this, like if you're just like stuck in a route, that's terrible. But I know that Game Freak wouldn't do you like that. So having it to where Corviknight gets you to the main towns, trains kind of loop back around. How's like the just crazy all over the place exploration going to be? They'll say that the wild area links different towns as well. So like how much freedom of movement are we going to have in this game? I'm not like worried about it, but it's gonna be interesting to see how that ends up playing out. I kind of like the idea of a key item as well, because if you just like got a little cell phone, you just call up the Corviknight. That's kind of like how you had it with the Pokeradar, where you just not Pokeradar. I don't remember what it's called, but when you just you summon the Pokemon that helped you out, and then you do that, like the Pokeride app thing. I don't. It's It's 1 in the morning. Guys, I'm just going to go to bed. With all that going on, yeah, I thought that was kind of a cool way of doing it. But if you can just have all of these things taken care of like that, that'd be really nice. But I can't wait to see what else Game Freak has waiting for us when it comes to Pokemon Sword and Shield. We get gameplay. That's cool. This was actually, I thought we were getting new Pokemon. Like, this was like 100%, oh, we finally get Impidimp officially revealed, right? Nope, we didn't even get that. But we got to finally see things, more language to decipher. Oh crap, that's a lot of language to decipher, isn't it? Cool. But yeah, and then we get to see inside the town, we get to see the layout, we get to see just how good this game looks. That's some awesome stuff. So guys, enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.